I always wanted to. I always knew it was what I wanted to do and it was in my future, but it was something that I didn't feel like I could do yet because I had little kids at home and I felt like I couldn't. And for a while, I know that was my answer because I'd pray about it and I just kept getting to everything. There is a season. And right now, this is your season for being a mom only. And when they were all really little. But when my youngest was 3, I had been actually selling essential oils and had been really deeply into that for a while. And I signed up for a group mentoring program and I started setting goals with this group mentoring program. And I had set a financial goal and I wanted to make so much money in a 30-day period. And I was taking action steps every single day. And I had this group I was accountable to. So I had to take my action steps and tell them what my action steps were. And I was 15 days into my 30-day goal. And I had taken an action step every day. It wasn't for lack of trying, but I had not even sold a bottle of lemon. I mean, nothing. Lemon's like the cheapest oil. There's nothing. I hadn't made a penny. And I was sitting on the edge of my bed and I was trying to think of my next action step that I could take. And I was getting a little bit frustrated because I felt like my way was being hedged up and that I wasn't making any progress. And this had never happened before until I started getting really serious about this financial goal. And it was like, what is up? And so I was sitting there and I was trying to think of my next action step. And I heard this voice that was my voice and it came from inside of me. And it felt like my inner child. And she said, I just want to paint.
Aww.
And I started crying immediately because I was like, yes, I do. I just want to paint. And then I said, could I? Like, could I do that? It was like this new thought that maybe that was a possibility. And so I prayed and I asked Heavenly Father, can I paint? Is it time? Can I do this? And the answer was yes. And he said, in fact, not only is the answer yes, but you need to be serious about it now. It's time. And it was like the most exciting prompting answer to prayer I'd ever received. And so I immediately made some flyers for mural painting. But I didn't mention that I do that too. I like to paint murals on people's walls, big, huge.
They're gorgeous.
Fill the whole room. And so I had done one before for my brother. And I was like, I could do that. I could conceivably, if I got a mural job in the next 2 weeks, I could make this amount of money that I had set for my goal. So I started going around to like doctor's offices and dropping off flyers and stuff. And I ended up within the next 5 or 6 days, I got a call from a builder that was building a home in the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. And they needed a mural. Can you start Monday? Like, because they had this deadline for the Parade of Homes and they were desperate and they were looking for a mural artist. And I was like, sure can. Yep, I'm available. And I ended up finishing that mural on day 30 of my goal and exceeded my financial goal with that paycheck. So I took that as a very powerful sign that I was on the right track. God was telling me, good job, you figured it out. So that's where it started.